Hello, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at these Parkoo markers. They are alcohol markers that, as of the time of this video, you can get on Amazon for $6.99. Price will probably be different by the time we all go look for them, but that's what they are today. And regular price is $9.99. There's a $3 coupon, so let's see how they do. Hello, if you're new, my name is Miranda, and on this channel we do a lot of watercolor. Once in a while, we get distracted by another art supply because it's fun. Art is fun. And we do a few art subscription boxes every single month. And we have a great time, so I hope you'll consider joining us by hitting the subscribe button down below. Let's get into seeing what we think of these markers. So I guess part of being a YouTuber comes with some people contacting you and asking you if you want to try out their products. And this is the first time I've been asked to try out a product. They did send these to me for free, but they're only $6.99. That is if that $3 coupon is still on Amazon. So I said, yes, I would be interested. I do like alcohol markers, and they only asked that I give them an Amazon review, not even a YouTube review. So I'm gonna do it on YouTube too because I think that it'll be really fun. So one thing that was kind of cool with them is they asked for my absolute honest review. So they didn't say anything about having to put out their products in a positive light or anything. They just said, we absolutely want your honest review of these products. So here we are, let's get into it. I thought we would try these out on a number of different surfaces. I have the Copic marker sketchbook. We did the little cats in that. That was kind of fun. And I have the Strathmore marker paper. And something I've been meaning to do with you guys for a long time is to try out this RENDR sketchbook. This is no show-through paper, so you're supposed to be able to paint on it, use markers on it, the whole works, and use both sides, and it will never bleed through. So I thought we should try that. We are not using these today. I just need to put these back in the marker drawer. So grab a sheet of this, open this up. I was kind of curious if the colors would look any different on each of these products or not. It does not open flat at all. Ugh. Stiff as can be. Definitely can get it to lay more flat, it looks like, with some hefty work, except for the first glued pages, obviously. Very interesting. It's not super thick or anything, but it's supposed to be awesome. All right, let's grab a page here. Would have been nice to be able to use that side for swatching, but oh well, because then you could have your swatches there and your drawing there, you know what I mean? But that won't happen unless I use some gesso. We have 12 colors. They have the names on the caps as well as a color code, and the cap is colored, so we'll see if the caps match the markers or not and go from there. They do have a brush tip, which is great. That's my favorite tip to use, and a chisel nib. Let's try out this brush. Okay, well, feels like a marker. Let's see what it does look like on the RENDR. I was debating if I wanted to make this first page anything special or not. So as I remembered, because I did buy one of these for my son, the RENDR paper will soak in your marker more. It didn't show through, but it soaks it in. It's like a very absorbent kind of surface, which is interesting. So does the lid match the color? 100%. Okay, I know we've only done one marker. I know. But that was a good start. We'll see how it goes. So these two papers feel the same. They are looking a little different than each other. Yeah, this one just feels like you need to go over it a lot because, oh, I'm sorry, I was off screen. It just soaks in that marker. So I put 2 layers over that. Still did not go through. The marker lid is a little lighter than the double layered there. Matches these perfectly so far. Well, I will do the rest and give you my impressions at the end. Swatching is finished. Label mistakes have been made. That's okay. So these have dried out a little bit, and they did lighten up more than when I first put them on that RENDR sketchbook paper, but you can see that each of them are just ever so slightly darker than their counterparts on the actual marker paper. Now, RENDR never claims to be marker paper. It's just claiming to be a no-show-through sketchbook. And so far that's true. So we're good there. But these papers are very similar. I would say this Copic one is just tiniest ever so slightly smoother to put the marker lay down on than the Strathmore. Not a big deal. About the markers, because I did discover a few things about the markers themselves that I wanted to make sure I mentioned to you. They do have this gray band that will tell you which end is the brush end, so that's good. I always get marker on me when I uncap them. Never fails. They also have these things on the caps themselves that will prevent them from rolling off your table. It's all pretty surprising for a marker that's only $6.99 right now with that coupon on Amazon. Now, remember, prices change. Let's go ahead and do some little color mixing. Now, blending is not really going to be a thing with colors this far apart in value. Like, maybe you could do something with these three. We could try that. But I was thinking about putting the yellow under the blue, for example, and seeing what kind of green we get. But let's go ahead and do some blending with those three colors just to see. I'm using the chisel nib for this. And I am not a marker expert. If I'm doing something wrong here, I am not surprised. So don't follow me for a bunch of marker advice currently. So not full blending happiness here with the chisel nib, that's for sure. Definitely get the solid line there. To do this in the right amount of time, you probably need to leave the caps off of your markers. Yeah, and do it properly. And I forgot this bleeds through, so I've ruined that piece of paper now. Anyway, you might want to stick your scrap paper under there. Now that one's already ruined, we're just going to leave it alone. All right, one thing I do want to try is what I mentioned, putting this yellow under the blue. So let's do that. And I think I'll use the B118, which is ultramarine. That's what I figured. It's beautiful. Okay, so we are not getting a green because that yellow is pretty light and that blue is very deep. If I go over it like that, I'm getting a little bit of color change there. See if you guys can see that better, but nothing significant. And this is the only green we got in the set. So let's try this light yellow with the light blue. Maybe we'll have better luck. Let me get the cap open and ready. I just put it all over my desk. It's a beautiful cyan blue. So we are getting a green with that. So we kind of get a green. Let's see how it compares to the green that already came in the set. Similar. This light blue with this, wait, I don't have a red. Well, we will use this salmon color, which they say is a rouge orange. Okay, well, that is what it is. You can get a green from that. That one didn't work out so well, but it did darken the color, so that's kind of neat. But you do get a purple in this set. I was just playing to see. Let's go ahead and do a couple of thick layers on the RENDR here and see if it bleeds through at all. See how it just soaks in? It's so strange. That's why I'm not sure I'd recommend this for your alcohol markers, just because it's going to eat a lot of color. It's blending nicely on this paper, however. Probably because it soaks it in and it kind of keeps it wet for a while within the paper. There's that. So I put this down really thickly. Let's see what the backside. Absolutely no bleed through on the backside. So it lives up to its name of the no-show sketchbook or whatever it's called. Yeah, no-show through paper. Okay, well that's fun. think I'm calling this one good for now. The only thing that is wrong is the sky, because the yellow and the blue make green, so I actually couldn't overlap them with each other unless I chose to get a green sky. I just couldn't get that faded smoky look like I kind of wanted, and so that's kind of a bummer. But so this sky looks weird because what's with the yellow? I mean, maybe it would look better if I just went over it with, will it? I mean, it's not like it's gonna ruin it. I don't know. It's not horrible to go around all my tree things. That's just the limitations I had with the colors, and then my experience with markers, I would assume, would be a big detriment to this whole operation. My inexperience with markers, I should say. That's okay. It just, if I had different colors, I could probably have made that work better. So that's not bad. If I just make the whole thing like that, then we can make some of the water slightly green tinted as well. And I'd say that works better than the stripe of yellow at the top. So here it is, very abstract or surrealistic, stylized landscape. I think that horizon line, actually it needs to be more defined. It could be a mistake, but it is what it is. As far as my experience with them, they were amazing on this paper. They're so smooth when you lay them down. And I've only ever done one other like serious marker piece, and that's this one here. This I did with my Copic markers, and I found this one to be just as difficult as this one was. Obviously with my Copics I had 12 more color choices because when I did this one I had the 24 set, and that's all I still have, except I did get 3 colors in a sketch box and maybe, I don't know, a black or one other random color from another box. So I have about 24 plus or minus. Well, not minus, but you know what I mean. This one was just as difficult. So the blending is not something that you can do with these markers, in my opinion. I know people do some amazing things with portraits and stuff like that, but they have the colors that are right next to each other in their collection. So, you know, they don't go from this to that. They go from this to the next slightly darker shade of yellow, and on this side, the slightly lighter shade of yellow. So you can blend when you have a bunch of markers like that, but not so much when they're very different colors. So yeah, these 3 are close, but that's about it. I don't know, you guys. The tips are great. You can see the yellow is the color I used the most, along with that blue. Everything still looks brand new. I have no idea how long this ink is going to last, but these feel great, and I'm so tempted at $6.99 to go buy more or go see if they have a bigger package with more colors, because this was nice. Also, they say they may have an odor here. Right here it says it may emit a low odor, and I opened all of these and the only one that I noticed an odor on was this dark blue. Is that the right one? No. This one, the Napoleon blue. I smelled a little bit of an odor when I opened it, but it smelled like blueberries. Still does. So it's not anything that I noticed. I just threw it again. Yeah, I actually have a gift card, and I'm tempted to go see if they have a bigger selection of these, or maybe an additional set I could add to them. Except I don't use the markers that often. When was this? Oh, I didn't date it. That's so bad. I did this a very long time ago. So it's not like I use markers all the time, but these were really nice. I'm surprised. And again, I'm not a marker expert, you guys, so take it for what it's worth. I'm a marker hobbyist, basically. I like to use them a lot, and I liked these. It's just, you're going to have to use blocky styles of painting with markers, if you will, of using them. Blocky styles of using these markers, unless you have more colors that are closer to each other. I do have a few bloopers for you at the end, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that sums up these markers. I'm definitely keeping them. They are not going in my giveaway bin this time around. They are being added to my collection of markers. I like these way better than the Spectrum Noir markers. About the same probably as the Graphics Marabou ones, except the Graphics ones don't have the brush tip, and these do. And these are $6.99, at least today. So if you think you might be interested in alcohol markers, don't want to spend hardly any money at all, try these out because at just over 50 cents each, it is a bargain. I'll be using these and all my other supplies as I can. There is that random supplies drawing thing I mentioned in my travel video that I haven't really told you guys about yet, so I'll try and get to that soon, tell you what that's all about. Just a way for me to use all my random supplies as I can once in a while. Cool, thank you very much Parkoo for sending these markers to me. They are fun, I liked them a lot, wish I had more colors. And guys, thank you for joining me. Love hanging out with you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are going to... Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. In today's video, let's see how these alcohol markers... No. Hello and welcome. In today's video, I looked away. Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to... So we have a great time, and I hope you'll consider joining us by hitting the subscribe button. So Parkoo contacted me via email. I just threw them on the ground. I thought we would try these out on a number of different surfaces. So I have the Copic Sketchbook. No, what is this? So let's just dump them out. That was kind of fun. All right, wait, I put that on my paper. Just thinking ahead here. Found some interesting things about them. So about the markers themselves, I did, and I suspect, I always drop things, and I just kind of wanted, thank you, darn phone. Okay, we're at, right here, alcohol-based ink may emit a low odor, right here, alcohol ink, okay. Right here, it just says it may emit a low, or I can't even say the word odor today. All right, I do have a few, so, yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. If you think that, wait.